God says, listen closely, my child, because nights can make your mind feel louder than the world, and shadows can look like they have names. You have been lying there, trying to rest, trying to be strong, trying not to overthink, and yet the moment the lights go out, you feel that pressure in the air, like something is watching, like something is near, like you are not fully alone. I see you. I see the way your heart speeds up when the room gets quiet. I see the way you hold your breath and listen for sounds that might not even be there. I see how you try to pray but your thoughts race ahead of your words. And I tell you now, you are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, and you are not unprotected. But hear me clearly, because I will not feed your fear, I will free you from it. Fear is loud, but it is not truth. Fear makes stories out of creaks and shadows. Fear takes your tiredness and turns it into a warning siren. Fear will point at the unknown and call it a monster. Fear will try to convince you that you are trapped. Yet I am the God who opens doors, not the God who locks you in rooms. I am the God who brings peace into storms, not the God who adds thunder to your sky. So do not let your imagination punish you at midnight. Do not let anxiety pretend to be a prophecy. Do not let panic rewrite the reality around you, that thing you feel, what you can't name, what you can't prove. What you only sense when you're alone, often rises when you are worn down, stressed, lonely, overstimulated, or carrying too much silently. Nighttime is when your body finally slows down, and everything you pushed away during the day tries to surface. That doesn't mean danger is in your room. It means your nervous system is asking for care. It means your spirit is asking for comfort. It means your mind is asking to be guided back to steady ground. So I say to you, breathe, my child. Slow down. Come back to me, not through terror, but through trust. You are safe. You are safe even when you don't feel safe. Feelings can be real and still be misleading. Feelings are like waves, strong, convincing, and temporary. But I am like the shore, steady, present, and unmovable. When fear rises, you do not have to wrestle it like an enemy. You can simply name it and release it. This is fear. This is stress. This is my tired mind reacting. Then you return to me again, God, I am here. Hold me. Cover me. Calm me. You are allowed to be human. You are allowed to be scared. But you are not allowed to be alone in it, because I am with you. Now listen, because you asked what you need to do. You need to stop giving your nighttime thoughts the power to rule you. You need to stop scanning your room like you're hunting danger, because constant scanning trains your brain to believe danger is guaranteed. You need to stop testing every sound, every shadow, every tiny movement, because the more you try to prove safety, the more fear demands new proof. This is how fear traps people. It promises relief if you check one more time, but it never stops at one more time. So tonight, you will choose a different path. Tonight, you will choose trust over interrogation. Here is what you will do, calmly and gently, without panic. Before you sleep, do a simple, practical safety routine one time only. Lock your doors and windows, make sure your phone is charged, keep a small light nearby if it helps, and make your space comfortable. Then stop. Do not repeat the routine 5 times. Do not circle back and doubt yourself. One time is enough. This is wisdom, not fear. This is care, not obsession. Then you will tell your body, we are done for the night. We are safe. And you will move into peace. If you are truly in a situation where you suspect a real-world safety issue, like someone entering your space, stalking, threats, or signs of a break-in, then you will not handle it alone. You will tell a trusted person, a family member, a friend, a neighbor, or local authorities. I do not ask you to ignore genuine danger. I ask you not to invent it. I ask you not to suffer silently. I gave you community and wisdom for a reason. You can be faithful and still take sensible steps. Faith is not pretending everything is fine. Faith is knowing you are held while you do what is right. Now, my child, let me speak to the deeper part of you. There is a reason this fear has found a doorway into your nights. Sometimes it comes when you are carrying guilt, or regret, or unresolved pain. Sometimes it comes when you have been consuming too much darkness, scary videos, stressful news, heavy conversations, horror stories, conspiracies, anything that trains your imagination to expect evil around every corner. Sometimes it comes when you are not sleeping enough, not eating well, not moving your body, not talking to anyone about what you're feeling. Sometimes it comes after trauma, after loss, after a season of constant pressure. And sometimes it comes for no dramatic reason at all, just a tired brain and a sensitive heart. Whatever the cause, I am not ashamed of you. I am not angry with you. I am calling you closer, not to scare you, but to heal you. So tonight, I want you to change what you feed your mind in the hour before bed. You cannot drink poison and then blame your stomach for hurting. You cannot fill your mind with fear and then be surprised when fear shows up. You need to guard your gates. Choose calming music. Choose scripture. Choose gentle words. Choose a simple routine that signals safety to your body. Warm water, soft lighting, slow breathing, a short prayer, and gratitude. Gratitude is not denial. Gratitude is a weapon against despair. Name 3 things you are thankful for, even if they are small. I am alive. I made it through today. I have a bed. I have breath. Then place the day in my hands and let it go, and yes, pray. Not as a desperate ritual, not as a frantic bargain, but as a conversation with me. You don't need fancy words. You don't need to perform. Speak plainly, God, I feel afraid at night. My mind imagines danger. My body gets tense. Please calm me. Please protect me. Please fill this room with your peace. Help me sleep. Help me trust you more than I trust my fear. Then breathe slowly. In through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Out through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do that again. And again. Let your body learn that it is safe to soften. You are not weak for needing this. You are wise for practicing it. Now I want to remind you of something important. Darkness is not proof of evil. Night is simply night. A quiet room is simply a quiet room. A shadow is simply a shadow. Your mind can misinterpret signals when you're under stress, and your eyes can play tricks when the lights are low. That does not mean you are broken. It means you are human. So when you get that sudden thought, something is watching me, you will answer it with truth. This is a fear thought, not a fact. Then you will redirect your attention to something grounding. Feel the pillow under your head. The blanket over your body, your feet resting, the air moving in and out. Say your name out loud. Say the date. Remind your brain where you are. Fear wants to pull you into an imagined story. Grounding brings you back to the present moment where my peace can meet you. If you wake up in the middle of the night with your heart racing, do not panic at the panic. Do not turn it into a crisis. Say, I woke up anxious. That happens sometimes. It will pass. Sit up if you need to. Turn on a soft light. Take a sip of water. Place your hand on your chest and breathe slowly. Repeat a simple phrase like, God is with me. I am safe. This will pass. Your nervous system will settle. You do not have to win a battle. You only have to ride the wave until it calms. And my child, if these fears are frequent, intense, or getting worse, if you are losing sleep night after night, if you are feeling panicked, if you are starting to dread bedtime, if you feel like you can't function in the day, then it is not a lack of faith to seek help. It is wisdom. Talk to a mental health professional or a doctor. Anxiety can be treated. Sleep issues can be treated. Stress can be treated. Trauma can be treated. You do not get extra spiritual points for suffering without support. I often answer prayers through people I have equipped to help you. Reaching out is not failure, it is courage. Now I will speak comfort over you like a blanket. I am in this room with you. Not as a distant idea, but as a present help. I am the calm in your breathing. I am the steadiness beneath your fear. I am the voice reminding you that you will not be harmed. When your mind tries to run ahead, I will call it back. When your imagination tries to paint horror on the walls, I will wash the walls with peace. When you feel alone, I will remind you that you are held. You do not need to fight the night with your own strength. You do not need to stare into the dark to prove you are brave. True bravery is resting while fear whispers and choosing not to obey it. True faith is closing your eyes and trusting my care when you cannot see, so here is your gentle instruction: release control. Release the need to solve every sensation. Release the need to understand every sound. Release the need to be on guard every second. Your body was not made to live in constant alert. You were made for peace. You were made for rest. You were made to wake up with strength, not exhaustion. Let tonight be different. Let tonight be a turning point. Let tonight be the night you stop negotiating with fear. Fear will say, check again. You will say, no, I already checked. Fear will say, but what if? You will say, I trust God. Fear will say, stay awake. You will say, I am allowed to sleep. Fear will say, you're not safe. You will say, God is with me, and I have taken sensible steps. Fear will say, prove it. You will say, I don't have to prove what is true. And if you want words to speak that feel strong and steady, speak this slowly: God, I place my home in your hands. I place my mind in your hands. I place my body in your hands. Let peace rest on these walls. Let calm settle in my chest. Let my thoughts quiet down. Let my sleep be deep and restoring. I will not be ruled by fear. I will be led by faith. You may still feel nervous at first. That is okay. Peace is not always instant, sometimes it is practiced. Like building muscle, you train your mind toward calm through repetition. Every time you choose trust, you weaken fear's grip. Every time you breathe through the panic, you teach your body that it can survive discomfort without spiraling. Every time you stop checking and start resting, you reclaim your night. I also want you to forgive yourself for the nights you struggled. You are not crazy. You are not stupid. You are not weak. You are a person who has been overwhelmed, and your brain is trying to protect you, even if it's overreacting. Thank your mind for trying, then guide it gently. We don't need to be on high alert anymore. Speak to yourself with kindness. I do not speak to you with shame, so do not speak to yourself with shame, and if you live with others, tell someone you trust what you've been feeling. Not to alarm them, but to stop carrying it alone. Sometimes simply saying, I've been anxious at night can relieve half the weight. If you live alone, consider small supports: a night light, calming audio, a bedtime call with a friend earlier in the evening, a consistent sleep schedule. These are not signs of weakness. These are tools for care, my child. I am not the author of torment. I do not want you trembling in bed, staring at the ceiling, bracing for something that never arrives. I want you resting. I want you restored. I want you waking with clarity and strength. So I bless your sleep. I bless your mind with quiet. I bless your body with softness. I bless your room with a sense of safety. I bless your heart with courage. And I will say it again, because you need to hear it until it becomes part of you. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. Not because you can control everything, but because you are not alone. I am with you, and you will get through this. Now close your eyes. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your hands relax. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out gently. If a fearful thought comes, let it pass like a cloud. Do not chase it. Do not wrestle it. Just let it drift by, and return to me. I am here. I am near. I am peace. Amen. My beloved child, listen closely and don't let fear be the loudest voice in your room tonight. I see you. I know the moments when the lights go off and your thoughts get louder. When the silence feels heavy, when your heart starts to scan every shadow and every sound. I know how real it can feel when you're lying there and you sense something watching you. But hear me clearly, a fearful feeling is not the same as a real danger, and you do not have to surrender your peace to a sensation, a thought, or a nighttime panic. You are not abandoned in the dark. I am with you in the dark. I am with you in the quiet. I am with you in every breath you take, and I will not let you be overwhelmed. Tonight, I want you to understand something important. Fear loves to pretend it has authority. Fear loves to point at ordinary things, a creak in the wall, a passing headlight, a shifting curtain, a memory, a bad dream, and announce, "This means you're not safe." But I did not create you to live under constant alarm. I created you to live under my care. I created you to rest. I created you to feel held. Even if you don't feel brave, you can still be safe. Even if you feel unsettled, you can still be protected. Even if your mind is racing, your life is still in my hands. So if you've been feeling like something is watching you at night, I want you to pause and breathe before you agree with that fear. You don't have to name it. You don't have to dramatize it. You don't have to build a story around it. You don't have to chase it through your mind until you convince yourself you're trapped. Instead, treat it like what it often is, a signal that your nervous system is on high alert, a sign that you're carrying stress, exhaustion, loneliness, grief, or pressure that has nowhere to go during the day, so it rises at night. Sometimes it's the body that is tired but the mind that won't turn off. Sometimes it's the mind that is tired but the heart that feels unprotected. Sometimes it's trauma memories, sometimes it's anxiety, sometimes it's the aftermath of a difficult season, sometimes it's simply too much screen time, too little sleep, too many worries, and not enough gentle care. And sometimes it's that you've been trying to be strong for everyone, but you haven't let yourself be comforted. I am comforting you now. I am speaking peace into you now. Not the kind of peace that depends on everything being perfect, but the kind of peace that can sit with you even while your hands are shaking. I am not asking you to pretend you're fine. I am asking you to come close. I am asking you to choose trust over terror, step by step, breath by breath. Do this with me tonight. Sit up for a moment and place your hand on your chest. Feel the rise and fall. Let your body know you are here. Let your heart know you are not alone. Inhale slowly through your nose, and as you breathe in, say quietly, God is with me. Exhale slowly, and as you breathe out, say, I am safe. Do it again. God is with me. I am safe. Do it until the panic starts to loosen its grip. You are not trying to win a fight with fear by force. You are letting love take the lead. Now, I want you to bring light into the room, literal light and spiritual light. Turn on a lamp for a minute if you need to. There is no shame in that. Peace is not proven by suffering in silence. Peace is proven by choosing what helps you breathe. Look around your room and name what is true. This is my bed. This is my wall. This is my door. This is my window. These are my belongings. Speak reality out loud if your mind is trying to write horror stories. When fear is loud, truth must be spoken. Your brain can misinterpret shadows when you're anxious. Your heart can misinterpret silence when you're lonely. Your body can misinterpret normal sounds when you're exhausted. But truth will steady you. Then do something practical and simple. Check your environment in a calm, ordinary way. Not with frantic energy, not like you're hunted, just like you're taking care of yourself. Make sure the door is locked if that helps you feel secure. Close the window if it's open. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Keep a glass of water nearby. If a night light helps, use it. If soothing music helps, play it softly. If you want a comforting scent, use it. These are not signs of weak faith. These are signs of wise stewardship over your peace. Now let's address the deeper part, your mind. Many people think faith means never having intrusive thoughts. But faith is not the absence of intrusive thoughts, it's the ability to refuse to crown them as king. A fearful thought can enter your mind without your permission. It can sound convincing. It can feel intense. It can repeat. But you get to decide what you agree with. You get to decide what you feed. You get to decide what you obey. So tonight, you will not obey the thought, I'm being watched, so I'm doomed. You will not obey the thought, I'm unsafe, so I can't sleep. You will not obey the thought, something is here, so I must panic. Instead, you will obey a higher truth, God is with me, and I am not alone. You will obey. My body is having a fear response, and it will pass. You will obey, I can be afraid and still be protected. You will obey, I will rest because I am cared for. My child, I want you to know that fear often attacks at night because night removes distractions. In the daytime you can move, talk, work, scroll, laugh, and stay busy. At night, there is room for feelings you've postponed. The mind tries to solve everything at midnight. The heart tries to process everything in the dark. But you are not required to solve your whole life at 2 a.m. You are not required to review every mistake, every regret, every scary story, every possibility, and every what if. Night is for rest. Night is for surrender. Night is for letting me carry what you cannot. So here is what you need to do when you feel that watching sensation. Interrupt the spiral with gentle commands. Speak to yourself like someone you love. Say, I'm having a fear moment. Say, this is anxiety, not prophecy. Say, my body is on alert, and I can calm it. Say, I don't have to figure this out right now. Then return to your breath. Return to a prayer you can repeat without strain. Pray this with me, softly, right where you are. God, I am here. I am scared, but I'm coming to you. Please surround me with your peace. Please quiet my mind. Please steady my body. Please guard this room, guard my heart, guard my sleep. I receive your protection. I release this fear. I choose trust. Amen. And after you pray, don't immediately start checking for signs that the fear is gone. Don't search your room with your eyes looking for proof. That's how fear keeps control, by demanding constant reassurance. Instead, practice letting peace be enough. You prayed. You breathed. You grounded yourself. Now you rest. If the sensation tries to return, you repeat the same steps. You don't negotiate. You don't argue. You don't chase it. You calmly return to safety. I also want you to hear me with clarity. If these feelings are happening often, if you're losing sleep, if you're panicking regularly, if you feel unsafe night after night, you deserve support beyond willpower. Talk to someone you trust, family, a friend, a pastor, a counselor, a doctor. Not because you are broken, but because you are human.